What's up, guys, and welcome to this year's first episode of Eyes on SHU. I'm your host, Kieran McGirl.
And I'm Kristen Sullivan.
There's been a lot going on here at Sacred Heart University, and I had the opportunity to sit down with the president, Dr. Petillo, to talk about some of it. Let's take a look.
I'm here with Dr. Petillo. Dr. Petillo, how are you?
Great.
How was your summer?
Fabulous. Went quickly, but it's great to have everybody back.
Yeah, it's great to be back. So basically, this is the largest freshman class that Sacred Heart has ever had. How has the university been dealing with that?
Very carefully. We didn't expect a class this size, but obviously Sacred Heart is becoming a hot school, and this was really the most selective we've been of any of our freshman classes. We probably will be even more so next year because we're not looking for a class that size next year.
How is dealing with the all the housing issues with such a large class, on top of all the existing classes, having to find housing for everybody? How was that?
It was very difficult at times, especially for Residence Life and Dean Wilk. The freshmen taken care of. We then, as you're aware, engaged the Marriott. There were those who didn't want to live there, or parents who didn't want sons or daughter living there, and wanted off-campus housing. And yet the students love it over there. Love it because they get double beds, they get private bathroom, they get a bathroom cleaned once a week, pool, TV in the room. I asked yesterday someone in Reds to commute, and she said to me, she's a nursing student who has to come back and forth. She said, best case is 10 minutes, worst case, with only once, was 20 minutes. Well, if you're living in Trumbull or whatever, or down by the beach, you're doing at least that. So I think the fears were all straw men. They weren't really fear. I understand they really enjoy it up there.
And I live there, and I'll tell you, I love it.
Okay.
I love it, yeah.
I didn't know that, yeah.
So this past weekend, we had the annual presidential gala, and I was there, and it was huge. There were so many people there. It was insane.
Great.
What was that like to see everyone come out in support of you, basically?
Well, it wasn't support of me. It was fabulous. I think support of the university. When I started this the year of my inauguration, we had 700 students, and then we went to 1,200, then to I think 1,600 last year. This 2,300 and plus we lost was really fabulous. I've been hearing nothing but positive comments from the students, and truly appreciated. A lot of my bow tie brigade is growing.
Yeah, I saw those pictures. I saw lots of people coming out and showing you in the line.
That's right.
The bow tie.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of changes happening this year. One of the big changes is there's no more Father Jerry Ryle. He retired. He's back in California.
Right.
How has the adjustment been to the new chaplain on campus, Father Buckles?
Yeah, Father David went through a search here and with students and student life staff, and he was selected. I think he's adjusted well. He comes out from Indiana, where Purdue University was right down the street from him, so he had a lot of Purdue faculty and staff in his parish. What we liked about Father David in his selection is that he was a parish priest, and that's what we wanted more than an academician. And yet he's very well educated. He studied and lived in Rome for 5 years. I think he's doing well. In the brief time here already, students have really identified and warmed up to him. Father Jerry's years here were marvelous. And I think he touched a lot of lives. I'm very confident that Father David will do the same.
Yeah, I agree. I met him the other day. I got to have lunch with him. Great guy.
And we had a great conversation.
Yeah.
So on that same subject, the first time I saw him in action was at the vigil after the tragedy that happened to Caitlin Dory. A terrible way to start the year. But how do you think the university really bonded together, came together in support of Caitlin and her family? Clearly,
it was a tragedy. To lose anyone so young is a tragedy. I think in this community, I think that's one of the greatest, if not the greatest point of the Sacred Heart community and the student body. They're very tightly knit. The chapel was overflowing to the packed of the vestibule, and then the candlelight vigil outside on Friday evening was very moving. I think it shows, as I asked one student on Sunday evening that I knew well, and I said, did you know Caitlin? He said, no. He said, but I'm here because she was one of us. I think that sums up really what the student body is like.
That's the best part of this university, is that it's really like a family. I can walk down the hallway and say hello to tons of people. and feel like they all know me and all care about me. That's why I love it here. This is the beginning of the year. Do you have any big expectations for this year? I know the new building is going to be opening. What do you have in store?
It's really for the students first and foremost. I just want it to be a great learning experience for the students, not just academically, but also socially, community service-wise. I just want it to be a real growth year for them. After that, my concerns are getting that building finished. We're actually this evening going to find out if the town of Fairfield will approve the new residence hall, which we'd like to get under construction next month. And also this evening we're down in Bridgeport to present for the first time our plans for the new health professions building. So those are key projects that will really affect the future of the institution. The following year, we're going to be closing on the property next door, and the Jewish home, that is, and hopefully that will become a residential community up on top as we renovate or build new facilities up there.
Great, yeah, exciting time here at Sacred Heart.
It is.
Well, thanks, Dr. Petillo, for seeing
Pleasure, and good luck. You did a great job.
Thank you.
In the past, we've only talked to administration, but this year we decided to talk to you, the students, and see what you think.
So what did you think of the President's Gala?
It was fun. The humidity kind of ruined it, though. It was pretty hot out, but overall it wasn't bad.
I actually really enjoyed it. Last year they had the live band, but this year they had the DJ, which I think was better. And also I think it's a good way for the students to get together and have fun. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, what did you like about it?
I like the vibe and how it really felt like a community and everyone was having fun. And
So how do you like living at the Marriott this year as opposed to a regular dorm room?
I actually really like it because I like the pool and the hot tub. When I come back from my classes, I love going in the hot tub. And we get the breakfast every morning, which is really helpful. And we also have the cleaning service once a week, which I think is really good. And it's not bad. A lot of other people there enjoy it as well.
there's even some students calling it the sweet life, so they seem to be enjoying it really well. It is an adjustment, but overall I think they're enjoying it.
I think they found a solution, which was great. I moved off campus, so I wasn't really affected by it, but I think it could have been handled a little bit better.
So how do you think the university responded to the recent loss to one of your sorority sisters?
I think they did a really good job. A lot of the people that work in student life actually set up a brunch for us the next day so that we'd all be together getting updates and things like that. And the fact that they had the mass for her really showed, and it showed the family how great the community's coming together and doing this for her. And they want to try and keep her memory alive because she was such a positive influence on Sacred Heart. So I think that they're doing a great job. I think the university handled it amazingly. Losing a student, especially one who was so involved on campus, is extremely hard. So giving students the opportunity to gather together and just kind of remember the presence that she had on campus was a lot of what the university focused on, remembering all the things that she did for the university and the kind of person that she was.
I think they did a great job with the memorial, the vigil immediately after, and then the mass as well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go, but I heard it was a great turnout, so I think they did a great job.
I think they handled it very well. I think they brought the Greek life as a whole together. I think it was really well. They handled it very well.
And that's all we have for you this month here at Eyes on SHU. I'm Kieran McGirl.
And I'm Kristen Sullivan.
And for everyone here at Eyes on SHU, until next month, stay classy, Sacred Heart.